7 and 9. It's Tingle and Co.
All right, welcome in here as we are recapping today's practice. We sprinted right over from the indoor facility and then the Ponderosa, now to the studio to go live, talk to you guys. And we've got a very special guest. I guess not really a guest. He's more of a usual that has been gone and has returned. The prodigal son is back. Our young child, Christian, is here. Christian?
I'm happy to be back. Really happy.
Why do you move here like under gunshot?
How does it feel to return?
Good until Lloyd put his push pop in my mouth.
Right.
At practice.
It was very consensual.
It's an actual push
St.
pop.
Paul's
It is a
behavior.
candy. Push pop is a candy. Let's just make sure we give the context. Of what he
Popsicle
said.
stick.
There you go. Appreciate you guys getting in here. But yeah, no, great day of practice. We got to go in to the indoor facility, watch the first 15 minutes. We recorded that. That'll come out to you guys later. Not much different than what I put out on Thursday when we were at practice. It's a very similar first 15 minutes every time you're in there. The energy is the thing that's been spoken about. We've talked about it on the show. JD put out a tweet about it after day one. What was the energy y'all picked up on, especially outside when we got to the Ponderosa and watched them practice?
I don't really read into the energy too much because I bought into that a lot last year. And LSU went up and lost to USC. But no, the energy's there. I think they get after it pretty hard. I mean, Bernard Gooden comes up after an 11-11 after, I don't know, run stuff or something and immediately starts
Sacked the
yelling.
quarterback 3 times.
15 minutes into practice. So, I mean, the energy's there, but I'm not going to read too much into that.
Yeah. Lloyd?
I thought it was a very much, like comparing last year to this year, so much more efficient, so much more like you can tell who the players are, what they're trying to get accomplished outside. And very much felt like they were teaching a lot last year. This, it feels like they're putting players in that know how to do this already. Like you've seen it with, whether it's Garrett Nussmeier, that you've seen like go through the reads like we saw kind of on tape. But then like the first thing that you see whenever you're outside and they start doing O-line, D-line work or like even hitting the bags, it's just like this is very much in and out, in and out, in and out, very efficient, very good. Not nearly as much of Coach Davis screaming and yelling. It's very much tactical and technical. That's what I felt like.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think I really liked the point.
It's kind of like we thought they were good last year.
Right.
And now you can see the difference when you have
Yes.
like players.
Players.
It feels very
I
NFL-ish.
think the part we felt last year, especially watching the defense, was it just felt much more organized, much more, I guess you could say, textbook compared to what we had seen before. And I think that now what you're seeing is that same energy, the same deal where it looks organized. They're in the right spots. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Now they have the players to go out and make the plays, which we talked about. But the point I really liked is what Eid said yesterday when he was in here sitting where Christian's sitting now. He said that it feels like it very NFL OTA-like because they know what they have. And that's really what I've noticed. Like they know what they have, and it's like Lloyd said, it's not as much of a teaching camp. Like it's not, there is some technique things like Kyle, when they're in the position groups, there's a lot of little technique things that they're working on. So they are still teaching, of course, but it does feel much more, hey, we're getting the chemistry down, we're getting the like we're doing the bigger picture, not less bigger picture things, like not as much big broad things on the field. More,
it feels more
really
like
just like a team.
It feels more like an NFL camp.
Yes,
like
I agree.
They have players everywhere where like this is efficient, it's done in the right way. And like because last year we were like when you saw Brad Davis and Bo Davis, like they were getting after those cats. And now it's like much more like kind of talking to you one-to-one, like I treat you like a man, as opposed to I'm trying to make you like this is college football. Yeah. Now it's like, okay, you understand what we're trying to go over here. Like if you do this, then we can do that.
It's a
and
grown
it's so,
team.
Yeah, it's so different.
I also feel like there's a little bit of a competitive aspect to it because there's so
Absolutely.
many
Oh my
players
gosh.
and there's so much depth that's competing, and it's just like there's not as much coaching necessarily involved, but it's like, all right, next guy up, can he make a play? Can I make a play?
Yeah, I
Whoever it is.
love the level of competition, both in the position groups of like, hey, when in the 11-on-11 when Chris Hilton catches the ball and he goes to the house, instead of going, sprinting back to line back up, somebody else is funneling at wide receiver, which is I'm talking about an embarrassment of riches. But then, like, that's the competition. Be like, okay, here's my opportunity. I'm gonna go get it. The other competition I love is the offense and the defense are going at each other, like trying to be the best they can be, but make the other, like Weston Davis and Jack Clyburn, to me, like that was the picture of camp today. Was Weston Davis was a big winner of camp today. Looked excellent. Lined up against one another on a run play, and Caden Durham's running down the field. You're watching him, and then you look back 10 yards, and Weston Davis had drove Pyburn 15 yards down the field. And, like, Perk came up and kind of pulled Pyburn away and said something to Weston, and then somebody else hopped in and said, like, the competition was there, the physicality was there. Those are the two words I have in all caps written on my page is competition and physicality, because I think that was the epitome. Like, watching the D-line just do drills with the pads, and with the sled. Like, it was loud. It was physical. It was in your face. And I think that you're really seeing the maturity of this group and the professionalism of what the LSU program is right now. And I think when you really – we'll get into the things we saw, at practice from, 11 on 11, 7 on 7, things that stood out. But I just think overarching, it's a very high level. This is top tier stuff. Like, this is what
a good program looks like.
This is what you expected when you brought BK in. You expected this program to be run this way, where, like, he's not involved in every single aspect of everything because he's got the guys in the spots to delegate those things. And he's standing on the sideline. Like, when we were walking in, BK was like, that's an illegal formation. Like, what a blessing for your head coach to be able to sit back and be able to look at those aspects of it.
Step in.
To trust your coordinators and your position coaches to take care of business.
And that's going to be the biggest probably, like, I feel like Blake Baker probably has more leeway with the fan base and what people have seen because he's younger, you've seen it, and it's like he's been good where he's gone. Joe Sloan is probably a little bit more under the thumb a little bit, but even for what happened last year, how you saw the offense kind of the maturation of it all with BK kind of stepping in and doing some different things to be able to run the football a little bit differently. But I mean, I'm going back to last year's camp when we went to this same thing, and you saw the way that they were kind of handled where it's like, we can't get water to the players on time. We can't, and then except there was none of that. There was no like, what are we doing? It was very much like, all right, this practice is going to be in and out. We're good. Like, do the drill, do the thing. We don't have to really reset anything. And to steal one from Jay Johnson, it feels very much like toughened together.
Yeah,
like,
well, I mean,
as much as they're competing, they're also lifting each other up. Like, good rep, good rep, good rep. Like,
well, we've been comparing.
The chemistry's there.
We've been comparing the baseball program to the football program since, like, not that long ago when we were talking about the transfer portal. Like, toughened together, I think, to me, the way they've been able to make together happen so fast, baseball and football, is because of they're focused on. I got this light right here. They're focused on that one thing. Everyone's looking at one thing. They're all focused on one goal. Now, it might say 1-0 on all the screens on the boards. That's the goal right now. They didn't come here to go 1-0. They came here to
win a national championship,
to hoist that trophy. Like, that's where the together part came in so fast, is because we've talked to the players about it. Like, these guys came in here with one goal in mind. They didn't come here at LSU just to put the uniform on. They didn't come here to, like, Pyburn didn't go from Florida to LSU for a higher level of competition. Barry and Brown didn't go from Kentucky to LSU for a higher level of competition. They transferred from those schools because they want to win a national championship.
And it's very much not the, like, you've seen how LSU has navigated through the portal before where it was like, give me to the league. I think they're bought in all on this year. Like, they all know that, like, the league's going to come if we have success on the field together.
Because LSU has
and this isn't smoke.
Right, LSU's rolled that out before. Like, look at the league right now. 299 overall wide receivers in the NFL in Madden. I get that it's a Madden rating, but, like, it's legit. Like, the two best receivers in the league.
They're the two best receivers in the sport.
And what did? They won a national championship at LSU. Like, if you do that, it will come. Like, your draft stock will boost if you're a national championship player.
The more you get to play?
Yes. The closer to the draft you play, the more opportunity you have to grow that stock.
And you also see, I think, with Malik Neighbors, getting selected behind Marvin Harrison. I think that's going to change. I think if there's another high-level wide receiver, like kind of bout between two guys, one from LSU, one from another school, I think NFL teams are going to look favorably upon LSU and be like, I'm going to take the LSU guy
It's
instead
like a
of
Kentucky point guard.
Exactly.
We're like, no, if you pick
It's a
Shea,
sure pick.
You pick Shea or Tyrese Maxey or Tyler Hero, it's probably going to work out.
Right.
Or John Wall, like over time.
It's becoming that position that's just like
1000%.
solidified.
And I thought they looked really crisp on both sides, really. That's my biggest thing. Like, obviously, there were some dominant reps here and there. I thought both sides looked really crisp today, like offensively and defensively. Now, like Jonas said, Aaron Anderson didn't practice today. He had a leg sleeve on when he came out. I think it was on his left leg.
He was there.
He was there. He was at practice. He's got a sleeve on his left leg. And look, I wouldn't say word. Now, look, I don't know I don't know what his injury is. But if I was going to make an assumption right now, I would say they know what they have in Aaron Anderson. The same thing we were talking about. They know what they have. And so they know who Aaron Anderson is. Him and Nuss have that connection. We don't have to force him back into it right now on day 4 when the game is in 28 days.
Precaution.
It's a precaution. And
he's earned that.
He's earned that at this stage right now.
And there was no visible limp or anything like that.
No, he was walking fine.
No,
He's got the sleeve on the left leg. It's just they're taking the precaution. There's no reason to force him to practice on day 4 when you know who
he is. And it's
him and Nussmeier, it's not Nick Anderson coming. Like, they want Nick Anderson on the field.
Nick Anderson competed today.
Brother, we're going to get that in a second. Nick Anderson, they want him on the field so him and Nuss can create that chemistry in the 11-on-11s. Nuss and Aaron don't need the chemistry. Now, they're going to get him back on the field at some point before game 1 because he needs to get live reps and be in the flow. But now they don't need to force him back day 4. This is the first week of camp. And so just a couple of things.
Well, real quick, like what Cheetah Turner said, you could say not needed, but it really was like last year if there wasn't Aaron Anderson on that football team
right.
or on that football field, you're missing, you need that. They have guys that they can roll in. Like, Xavier Thomas is a player. Barron Brown's a player. Nick Anderson's a player. Like, they have
and they've
depth.
proven it. Like, the last season when C.J. Daniels was down against Ole Miss, and you thought Lacey had gotten hurt at one point in that game, and Kyle Parker's out. Like, it was Xavier Thomas, Aaron Anderson, and Shelton Sampson. Like, you thought, hey, Shelton can come in, plug in, and play. It didn't pan out. He's at UL because it didn't work here. Now you have the proven depth. Like, you're going to, like, we were talking to Buddy Sanjay, like, Kyle Parker came right by us, like, we're not talking about 12.
And he's everywhere.
And he's a player. Like, when Hilton went down last year, and Hilton as well on the injury, when Hilton went down last year at the end of fall camp, Kyle Parker, the day we were there, 3 straight plays, touchdown, big gain, touchdown. Like, coach, they are deep. Like, this is one of the deepest wide receiver rooms I've ever laid my eyes on. Like, they legitimately are just rotating. Like, rotating.
And
you got the right guy pulling all the strings.
Yes.
Nuss looks like a 10-year veteran.
Crisp. And I want you to point out, that, like we said, both sides of the ball looking crisp. Your favorite play of the day. Break it down for everybody.
There was a good on good, like 11-on-11. And you had a rep where Garrett Nussmeier, which everybody wants to see, when you break contain, whenever you start, instead of trying to force a throw, like take those 4 yards, right? And then what's the thing you want to see on the other side? Harold Perkins, how are you going to use you? Where do you want to be? Like, how are you going to perform at the star position? You see Nuss break the pocket and go to run. You have Perk back in that kind of lurk mode of, like, I'm spying the quarterback, drops out, pulls, and then 100%. It's like, goal, he's sudden again. Yeah. Like, he was on his ass, and it was a 2-3 yard gain, and then actually, no, I'm going to throw it away. Which, good for Nuss to see him throw the ball away, but he also broke to go run, and then Perk was at, like, it looked like Arkansas again.
Yep. No, that was good on good. Like, Nuss made the right decision to get rid of it.
Yeah, I got horny.
He rolled out. He rolled out.
Oh, okay, I could have left after that.
Gave himself the opportunity to make the play.
He went to go run.
Wasn't there. Perk makes the play and just, hey, guess what?
Hey, get rid of it.
That's a perfect, the defense held him to 0.
Perfect rep.
And for Nussmeier, what's the worst thing we want to happen? 0.
0 yards.
0 yards. And so I think really, I thought it looked crisp. One more thing overarching-wise, from a physical standpoint, this is a physically imposing football team. Like,
good bus.
Yeah. Like, the guys, like, freshman C.J. Jimcolli, Number 31, like, brother, that is not a normal freshman. Dominic McKinley, massive. Sadir Mitchell, massive. Bernard Gooden, a little undersized, they say.
Doesn't play like
Physically imposing.
Jaden Breaker.
Jaden Breaker, fast. Like, from a physical standpoint.
You're spoiled.
This is it's a good-looking, like, all-bus team, you know. And obviously you want that to transfer over to the field, and you got to see that some today. And 7-on-7, there are some good reps. I thought Nick Anderson looked excellent today. He is strong. He's not like burner fast. Like, he's not 4.3. But
He's so in control.
4.47, 4.48, 4.5. Like, why do this is what you wanted when you got him. And I thought he made a really good. There was one play, Nussmeier. It was one-on-ones. Nussmeier at quarterback, Anderson, Mansour Delane guarding him. So essentially, QB 1, wide receiver 1, cornerback 1. Like, when you were looking at the roster in the spring, that's what you thought it was going to be. Pretty good. It was pretty good coverage off the line. Nick Anderson, they're like neck and neck. Like, Mansour's right behind him. Nick does a little stutter and goes back forward. Mansour stops, and so Nick creates the separation. Underthrown by Nuss. Nick comes back to it, goes up, contested like it is. They're all over each other in the air. Comes down to the football. Cortez Hankton's fired up. Sidelines juice. Like, I was like, okay. Like, that's why you brought in 4 on both sides. Like, Mansour was there to make the play. It's not like he got burnt. And Nick Anderson went up there, made the grab. I thought it looked excellent. Barry and Brown, real speed. I thought Perkins looked good in coverage as well.
You know who impressed me today? And this is looking at last year's camp. Xavion Thomas.
Yeah.
He is like, I don't know, he's like a new player. He's like a downfield threat now. He's like real. He's like, I can run around, beat you, and then go make a catch. There was a contested catch he made down the left sideline. I don't remember the quarterback or who was guarding. But, I mean, it was a contested catch, and I was like, okay, we didn't see that last year. And so that was one guy that stood out to me specifically.
Yeah. I thought the offense looked good today. Run blocking was another thing. Go ahead.
I don't know if we can oversell or undersell that enough, because I don't want people to have different expectations. The run game looked phenomenal.
Yeah, I think that it could definitely. Yes, run blocking to me today looked really good. Now, there were a couple of plays that got blown up, but that's going to happen. Like, Bernard Gooden and Wes Weeks, one play just absolutely blew it up.
And they let everybody know.
it. But I thought run blocking, like the play Weston Davis had Pyburn pushed back 10 yards, 15 yards, was on a handoff to Caden Durham. There's another one. It was a handoff, and Donovan Green is a pulling tight end, a little Mashburn type pull, and makes the block. You think the guy coming off the edge has Durham or whoever was the running back at this point, I think it was Durham, dead to rights. Donovan makes the block. Like, all it is, you just need to bump him. Like, it doesn't have to be a stalemate. Just get him out the way. And I thought it looked excellent. Like, really, from a run blocking perspective, today really impressed me. Like, and it wasn't fake reps. And
Caden Durham is somehow underrated.
He looks great.
He looked really good.
He looked really good today.
Like, even when it wasn't blocked up all the way, you could see. Like, I know they don't go tackle him to the ground, but I don't know, they couldn't get a hand on him.
Yeah, it's very easy to pump sunshine after leaving that, because it looked.
It's a far cry from last year.
It is. I agree.
Wasn't it the report from last camp on I guess it was Thursday or something, that the run blocking was maybe not as good, and that the line was blowing him up more?
Yeah,
is this
it just looked so congested and unfettered. It wasn't nothing looked clean. This looked so clean, and from both sides. Like, you have defenses that made plays, but Caden Durham is going to be a problem.
This will definitely be something to read into the more practices.
And look,
we go to.
they are nothing against LSU's defensive front. Who they're practicing against right now is really good competition. The line they're going to play on August 30th is the best in the country. Like, that's the best front 4, maybe front 7 in America. Like, it's not going to be a layup. Like,
you're not going to dominate.
But what it needs to be is good enough, like we've said. Like, if you give Caden Durham the hole, like, he can make the one cut, make 2 cuts, Caden Durham's gone. You know, like, it's the cut through the hole, make a juke move, get to the second level, good luck. You know, and so it just has to be good enough.
And he's become, from what I've seen, and it was clearly, obviously you saw flashes of it last year, but what it showed to me, you don't have to be perfect to block up Clemson. Like,
No.
he can make you miss in the backfield and then still get you 4 or 40.
He's a track runner. Like,
But he's a running back.
he's not. This is how I've always described it. Like, you have track athletes that play football, and then you have football players that run track. And Caden Durham is a football player that can also run track. Like, he is fast. The speed, like, I'm telling you, from a physical standpoint, this team is really impressive. Like, no, I'm not talking about scheme or technique or ability, none of that. I'm talking from a physical standpoint of speed, strength, just appearance, like, physically a very, very impressive football team.
And when you put athletes like that in a scheme that they understand and they know what they're doing, that's
Yes.
what it looks like.
Well, that's what Ahmad Bro told us when he sat right here. He was like,
We
I
don't
don't
have
have to think anymore. Like, once you learn the playbook, you don't have to think anymore. You just go make it happen.
That's good coaching. Like, from tip to tail, the staff that they have, you can see the marked differences from last year where it's
Yes.
like, even for, like we talked about Joe Sloan, even for Sloan being able to be year 2, you can see how much more comfortable it looks. Like, we
Yes.
all know what we're kind of doing here. Like, the relationships they built, the comfortability they have with between Garrett Nussmeier, Joe Sloan, Brian Kelly, the offensive line, Alex Atkins, like, all of it, it just feels like, okay, we know what direction we're trying to go, and it's not as much of, boys, we're still trying to figure out. It's like, this is the plan, this is what we're doing.
Yeah. No, I thought the physicality and everything looked really good today.
It was so efficient.
It was a very efficient day. Like, a very efficient day. Like, I really am impressed by the way it all flows. And the players on top, like, as much as it's like, when you look at efficient, when you think about an efficient practice, you think of the coaches, right? You think they're structuring in a way that's really efficient, which is true. It also takes the players being mature and responsible and locked in to make it happen, because
They're treating them as
there
such.
could be plenty of practices where, you can have it as structured as you want. But if the players are joking around and they're messing around, like, they're not taking it serious, and you got to put them on the line, run gassers, whatever, like,
No, you
That's
had,
on the
you
players.
had coaches leading the gashers.
Right, like-
It's so different.
and that was because of the blown up play. The run got blown up, offensive line on the line. Let's go. Run a quick one real quick. Run a quick gasser.
They made it
knock
fun
out.
as opposed to
Yes.
it being like, what are we doing out here? And it could be because it wasn't as hot as it probably normally will be during these like fall camps. It was a great day to be outside and be able to like kind of run around. Everybody still has that pep, but it doesn't feel like this was fake enthusiasm.
No.
It felt very much. And the other thing I kind of saw is because of how good it looked, it felt very good on good was good on good.
Yes.
And like everybody was like, you had to fight for that inch.
Yeah.
Like everybody was making a play, and then you see talent went out at some points where Nussmeier can put it in a spot that nobody else can.
Right.
But DJ Pickett was everywhere.
Yeah.
Like the Montrell Delane's a player. Nick Anderson's a player, and just it's like it's 50-50 every time.
No, one of my takeaways, the transfers you brought in are good. And we've always said they're going to be impact players.
Bernard Gooden's going to be an impact player.
The guys you brought in are legitimate, like, every game impact. Like AJ Halsey, going to play a lot of football this season, and really good football. Tamarcus Cooley, Montour Delane, Pyburn, Patrick Payton is
Flash.
a monster. A line with Perk on an edge, Payton on an edge, Bernard Gooden in the middle, and Dominic McKinley in the middle, like that.
and Whitweek's doing whatever the
Brother,
fuck he wants.
brother. I thought,
Saw it on Westweek's too.
yeah, no, West, and
He's going to play.
like Keelan told us, there's a different type of leadership from West to Witt. Because, one, it's also the family dynamic. Like, West is West. Like, he's the big brother. Like, that's how, like, me and Max.
When he talks,
Max
talks,
doesn't speak.
right.
I'm on a microphone every morning because, like, that's the dynamic usually between big brother and little brother. Like, that's who West and Witt are. Witt is a leader action-wise, and he's one of the best linebackers in the country. West is, hey,
Leader.
don't mess around. We're not here to play. This, that, or the other. Like,
We're doing this today, and
We're leading the way,
everybody
and I'm-
perks up when he talks.
right. Yep.
And he's very vocal and a leader out there. Bernard Gooden also very vocal.
Yeah.
Like you can see some of the different dynamics of the people that they brought in. And you can see how this is working because it shouldn't actually, in my mind, it shouldn't be this fluid already whenever you're bringing in people that have a different dynamic of, am I going to LSU because I wanted to get to
Right.
the league? But no, it doesn't feel that way. It's like all the personalities that they have, no, it's not combustible. It's
No.
all like lifting each other up and like talking shit, and that's fun. But it's like, all right, good rep, and then like smack you on the head, help you up. It was impressive, man. I'm really not trying to blow smoke because I didn't even intend to. But, like, when I was driving over here, I was like, what we just saw and how easy that was to watch, pretty good.
It was impressive. It was impressive. And I think they're –
Also, Badger might be your starting punter.
I knew you were going to say that at some point. They had another thing. Harold Perkins worked with the edge rushers today, both indoor and outdoor, when they were doing some position group stuff. Perk would do linebacker stuff, and then, like, I literally saw it with my eyes. Blake Baker pulled him out, said, hey, go over there. He walks over to Kevin Peoples' group, works with Peyton and the edge rushers. Like, Perkins is legitimately a Swiss Army knife on this defense. He's going to be in coverage. He's going to be rushing the passer. When he rushed the passer in team drills today,
wins,
like, made an impact, you know? And so some of the things that the players have said in the press conference after practice today. Bo Bordelon from Wilson Alexander on Twitter at WH Alexander. Bo Bordelon, LSU's offensive line. Our job is to protect us and run the dang football, so that's what we're going to try to do. And look, I'm telling you, the run blocking was impressive today.
Did you say damn?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The run blocking was impressive. He also followed it up saying sorry for cursing. But, like, that first-team offensive line was the same first-team line, but there was a little mix-up. So it was from left to right, Adams, Chester, Moore, Thompson, Davis. I think Weston Davis is your right tackle. Like, I think that, to me today, like, I was like, I don't know who else it could be. Because him and Adams on the left and right side of the line are, like, that's called bookend tackles, coach. Like, legitimately.
There's a reason that when Cohen Eccles came in here, it's like y'all are kind of overstepping what you're talking about with this offense. I know it's unproven, but they've been seeing what we saw today, and that LSU has a good front seven.
No, they have the talent. It was, can they put it together? And I think
Weston Davis could very well be a left tackle. Yeah,
and the one switch up was Cohen Eccles also went in first team left guard when Chester went to second team center. Mm-hmm. So to me, it seems like the interior of that offensive line, Cohen is the swing guy. If they need a backup right guard, left guard, it's going to be Cohen.
Braylon Moore's good.
Braylon Moore's really good. It looks crisp between him and Nuss. Chester's snaps, there were a few rough ones.
I don't think that's a contingency plan.
Yeah, that's only no.
Braylon Moore's job.
I think right now on the offensive line, you've got especially like three.
You have your five.
3 jobs. You've got your 5. 3 jobs to me are locked up. Left tackle, right tackle, center, locked up.
You think the Chester reps were precautionary in the sense?
Well, I mean, that's your backup center.
Yeah, he's a backup.
I mean,
but he's going to play guard.
Deli was your backup center behind Chester,
right?
And Charles Turner. Like, if something went wrong, it was going to be Deli, because Dellinger was the starting center Game 1 Florida State 2022, and then it wasn't as crisp, and so they went back to Charles Turner, who ended up being excellent. So I really thought the tackles looked good today. Tyree and Weston looked great at tackle. I think Thompson's your right guard.
And he looks good there. He looks like a tackle playing guard.
He does. And then I think left guard, it's going to be Chester. I think Cohen looked great there today. Looked good. He played left guard with Group 1, right guard with Group 2. There was some really good work today, and I thought the offensive line was probably my big winner of the day, just from my expectations going in. What I saw really impressed me, man. Like, they did. Bernard Gooden, I expected him to be a freak, and it was confirmed today.
I don't think people are talking about him a lot because he was one of those late ads in the portal where it's like, oh, cool, you got a defensive tackle. Like, did you need – because going into that window, it's like LSU has made plenty of moves in the portal. I don't know if they
think they needed it. I didn't think they were going to add anything.
They got 2 starters.
Yeah, no, I mean, they went out and got 2 guys that, like, what was it? What did you call the spring window? What do you do in the spring window? Who do you go get? It's a hired gun, right? Mm-hmm. That's what
assassins.
You go get your hired gun, and what'd they do? Bernard Gooden?
Bernard Gooden's an assassin.
A.J. Halsey.
Assassin.
Like, I saw A.J. Halsey at safety run up and fill a gap on a run play. Like, I was like, okay. Like, ain't no puppies.
And 2 guys that played a lot of ball.
Ain't no poodles. Yeah, no experience. And they're dogs, man. And I thought Bernard Gooden looked really good today. I thought Patrick Payton looked really good today. One play, Van Buren, I almost called him Martin Van Buren, like the president.
Michael Van Buren all the time.
Was at quarterback.
MVP.
Patrick Payton got a really good pressure. I think it was a sack. They obviously aren't sacking the quarterback, so just counts as a pressure. Van Buren just threw it up. P.J. Woodland turned on the burners, went underneath it, caught it like a punt.
That's another player.
Like a wide receiver. And, like, P.J. Woodland looks good.
That's another guy.
He looked good.
That's a Corey Raymond corner.
Yes. Like, you remember when Corey Raymond was talking about, we brought him in as a 3-star out of Mississippi? Like,
I'm gonna go find him.
And he looks good, man. I really thought he looked good today. I think my favorite thing about this team, and we talked about it, is the depth. Like, they're rotating. Like on this,
You have two teams.
this 7-on-7 unit. The first unit you had Stamps and Delane at corner with Perkett, Starr, West, and Witt, and then at safety you had Gilbert and Spears. Think about that. Gilbert and Spears at safety. That's two returners. And then, we throw in Halsey and Cooley mixing in there. Like the second group was, I think, more of a nickel look. They took the Starr off the field and they went Pickett, Woodland, Michael Turner at corner.
You know how long that is?
Oh my gosh, long.
You can't fit a ball in.
No. And then you have Halsey, Cooley at safety, Singleton, and Devon Keys at linebacker. That's legit.
Length and girth.
And yes. And then the ones they mixed in with the first group was when they went nickel and they pulled the Starr off the field. They took Perk off the field. They went Jakeem Jackson. They swapped out Gilbert for Toviano. Then they put Perk back in, and they put Toviano in at safety for Spears. So Toviano and Gilbert at corner. Like at safety. I love the way they're mixing up the groups. They really are. Like, the wide receiver is like a revolving door. Like we can hit you with anybody. 2, 3, 0, 1, 6, 4, 12, 82, 83, 15. Like, legitimately.
If they didn't have numbers, you wouldn't know there was a difference.
I'm telling you, like, legitimately, they can throw 10 at you. And look, Kylan Billiot, Teron Francis, Phillip Wright, I don't think are going to play too much this year, but like they're not fake.
They impressed.
They're not fake. Like Phillip Wright is smooth. 15, smooth as butter. Like I put 15 fluid. Like fluid athlete, great route runner. Got it. He needs to bulk up, get a little bit stronger. Teron Francis, the nickname is fitting. Man-child.
He's Jarvis Landry copy paste.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's fighting for every rep.
Yes,
he wants to play so bad.
The same with Kylan Billiot. Like, they want to play. Like, I'm telling you, they can roll 11 out there, Coach. Like, you can make an offense of just wide receivers. That's how deep they have. That's how deep it is, And then, obviously, like, that first 8 is as good top end as it gets. Can all be ones. When you go, you can just go numerical. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6,
8, 7. Anywhere you want to put him.
Down.
He looks.
Yes, he looks excellent.
He's healthy.
He's moving good. Like it's
the burst
special,
is back.
Man. But I think as much as we're talking about that on the offensive side, defensively, man, they're rotating. Like they've got 4 safeties to me, maybe even 5 that I think like all are going to rotate in with Gilbert, Spears, Halsey, Cooley, Toviano. Like that's 5 rotating. Like that means, you know what that means? Ain't nobody getting winded. Nobody's getting tired.
And
they're going to be fresh and ready.
When Alabama was rolling, when Georgia was rolling, what did they have?
Yeah, it's a revolving
door of like more
another one.
Yeah, like where does this end? It doesn't. And so when you can do that, you don't have to have like go back to LSU when Christian Lacature had to play 120 plays in a row.
Right.
And it's like we don't have any other bodies.
No.
Like brother, you don't have to. I'm a down on this field today. You don't have to do that anymore. It is, here comes 4 more. It's like a hockey shift.
But what I will say is, like as good as it looks against each other, good on good.
It's good.
You're going up against a Clemson team. Like that's when, like how we're seeing it right now, you've got to bring it back down to where Clemson's offensive line is better than LSU's offensive line. Clemson's defensive line is better than LSU's defensive line. So like at least right now, like just from looking at it on paper going into it, Clemson's returning their offensive line, defensive line. They have 3 first-round draft picks. Like, on paper, that's the way it looks. We'll see what happens on the field, on the gridiron on August 30th. But on paper, it looks so obviously it's going to look a little bit different when it's good on really good and good on really, like, so.
We're also talking about a Clemson team. I think we're giving them the proper respect. It might be
juicing it up a little bit, of
borderline almost too much. You're looking at a team that is returning everybody that you just stated that lost to Louisville. What do you know about Louisville? Nothing.
Better safe than sorry, though.
Yeah, and then also gave SMU did everything they could to give that game away and was able to claw their way back into it 34-31, and then you lose by 2 touchdowns to an SEC team in Texas. Like, let's be realistic about what LSU is facing. But, yeah, I mean, obviously they are good because I do think there's a world in which this game, LSU-Clemson week 1, you might see LSU-Clemson again.
No, I agree.
Another gadget that we haven't talked about, Jawan Johnson was on the field a lot.
Yeah.
Many different positions.
And
quarterback, running back.
wide receiver.
Maybe he was just giving him the players a rest, whether it be a quarterback or a running back. But it seemed like he's getting the ball.
He's got a package.
He's a gadget.
Second group in the indoor when they're doing that little simulated offense, 7 or 11 on 0. The second group 2 got into the red zone. The second Van Buren got them to the 20. Jawan Johnson at quarterback. Now, I don't think that's anything to read too deep into right now. Like, I don't think that's what the situation's going to be where Jawan's your red zone closer.
Right.
But, like, there's a reason he's getting the reps in that part of the field at quarterback primarily. And it's because that's where he's going to be used the most, in my opinion. And you also saw him get mixed in at running back still, where he took some handoffs and looked really good, and that helps with some of that depth we're talking about with Trey Holly at Southern. And after your top 2 running backs with Durham and Jackson, next up it's 2 freshmen who are really good freshmen in Lindsey and Barry, just not the experience. So you need another guy. Are you
reading into Jawan as a traditional running back? Because I can see him as a hand the ball off, throw it over the line of scrimmage.
He's a legitimate gadget.
Like, no, I legitimately. I think he's going to play both of those positions this year.
Yeah.
You're going to see him get mixed on the field with Nussmeier at running back, and he'll hand it off. And then the next play, he'll stay at running back. They'll split Nussmeier out wide, and he'll slide over and take the Wildcat quarterback snap. Like,
if they could figure that out,
it would be massive. It would be massive. So I would say don't read too much into the Jawan Johnson stuff, but
it's an option.
It's real. Like, it's not fake. It's not eye candy.
He's like the conspiracy theory on the team.
No, literally.
He's like a rabbit hole.
No, he is.
Can't get enough of him. Like, hold on, I got to keep researching this. Let me find his high school film.
Watch that high school film.
Yeah,
wow.
Then you'll play him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to see what else I put on here.
Well, I just want to ask you this. Like, I think the best way to put this version of the show, do you feel better or worse after watching practice today about where LSU
better.
stands?
A lot of my high expectations that I felt were confirmed watching them today.
And then a lot of the things that I was unsure about,
offensive
now
line,
feel a
it
little
really
bit better
impressed
about.
me. Really impressed me today. Like,
You know what else is sexual? Chris Hilton at gunner.
oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, and we'll talk let's get into a
And
little bit of
Pickett.
special teams. They did the same thing where both kickers, Burrell and Ramos, were kicking at the same time in the indoor. It was not like yesterday when we saw it the other day. It was just Burrell. All we saw was the second half. Burrell long ball, Ramos inside. So that's where it started today, but then they flipped, and so it is just both of them getting the work.
Mm-hmm.
But you also saw Aaron Burrell line up at punter, which look, I don't want us to dive into the punting.
This is
wheelhouse
the fun
again.
part.
I thought Chadwick looked good.
Fine.
Like,
much
serviceable.
better than what we saw last
Yes.
year.
I thought Badger looked good. And then Burrell had good punts. Like, they didn't look. He's not a punter.
It doesn't look. Yeah.
So it doesn't look like a punter's punt. Like, it's not booming. But like it.
If he figures
carry.
that out,
Yeah,
he's got a massive leg. Because even the ones that he hit poorly were like, this is still okay.
Yeah, and what I do love about what
they
they're
are
doing.
high and hard to
They
catch.
carry.
Yeah,
They
like
carry.
It hangs up there.
Like, you think it's gonna die, and it
he
just
was
kind
hitting
of,
draws.
Yes. And then I think, one thing that I loved about the special team segment was it's not taking that part of the game off. Like, it's
Competitive.
Mansour Delane and Chris Hilton at gunner.
And DJ Pickett at gunner.
Like, you're putting your best – like, it's not what it used to – what we thought, like, when we talked about it in 2022, where it was like, who are you putting out there to do that? No, you're putting –
It was a takeoff period.
yeah, you're putting your best out there to make the play. Like, you're not taking this part of the game off. And I was impressed with that. And I think from a field goal standpoint, you're comfortable with what you have in Ramos, 45 and in, extra point. Like, you're comfortable with all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Burrell, I don't know if they'll use maybe. Like if it's you need
It's
to
a
win
Sebastian Janikowski situation. If you need a 70-yarder, trot him out there with 1 second.
if you need to win the game and you can't, like you're at the 40 and it's like, well, if we kick from here, beat 60, whatever. Like
It's Burrell.
okay,
But anything 45 and in.
yeah, it's money. It's money, and so
Yeah.
I thought special teams-
mid-range merchant.
I thought special teams looked
Better. So much
good
better.
enough today.
Cole Tracy.
Yeah.
Hey, money inside 40.
Can't miss.
Because then you got Cade York, who was
Win you football
booming,
games.
bombing 60-yarders against
And
McNeese.
when nobody can see anything at Florida.
So, I mean, I think I was impressed with today, truly. And like, I'm not trying to be the sunshine pumper, but I thought today was an impressive day. There weren't a lot of mistakes.
You know how I mean, I don't
I
want
know.
to, yeah.
There
And
weren't a lot of mistakes. Like, that's the thing. It's hard to talk about negatives when there weren't a lot of mistakes.
I'll be the first one to tell you if I thought it was shitty, I would tell you
Right.
and be excited about it.
I
And
didn't see
instead, I came away much more optimistic than I left.
I told myself driving up, like, don't buy in last year. Don't buy in last year because, dude, I was heartbroken after USC.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm bought in.
Yeah, I know. They got me hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah,
I'm sick.
I mean, it's hard because, like I said, you did not see mistakes. And, like, that's what you want in a practice. Like, look, the mistakes are going to come. They're going to make mistakes this year. They're going to make mistakes on August 30th. You didn't see him at practice today. And that's the part where it's hard to, like, not be overly positive is because you didn't see mistakes. Like, I don't think Nussmeier was as crisp today as he has been through camp. There were some throws that were underthrown, a little, but he looked, comfortable. Like, he doesn't look uncomfortable. There were just balls where he put a little bit too much
He's not going to be perfect, but last year it was a lot of, okay, I can see it, but do it more consistently. He was much more consistent, and it feels very old hat to him to be like, all right, I know exactly what I'm doing. And like I said, he's not going to be perfect, but also he knows what he's doing now.
Yes.
You felt the difference of, and this happens in the NFL too, when you get to year 3, year 4, and you're like, oh, he looks like a different player. Garrett Nussmeier looks different than he did last year. And he was good last year.
4,000 yards and 20-something touchdowns.
It's not a mistake.
You
don't fall into 4,000 yards.
It's not on accident.
But I also think from what we saw and seeing how they are approaching the run game, you saw a little bit more under center. You saw a lot less of the, like, putting Garrett Nussmeier in that zone read situation. It was, if we're running the football, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to get leverage, and we're going to use the weapons that we have.
Yes, and they play the eye candy game. Like, they're moving.
But it's a different version of eye candy as opposed to a zone read. It's watch out for outside.
You've got Nussmeier at quarterback with Durham to his right, Xavion Thomas to his left, and then he's motioning Xavion out. Could it be it's all these things happening, Bauer Sharp getting motioned across the line. Like, those things are happening to catch the defense. Like, I do it in the game. I do the fake jet sweep draw, like, handoff.
Donovan Green's going to be a player too. Like, he's going to be on the field.
The transfer portal, there's one guy they got from the portal that I don't think is going to play this season. And it's Michael Van Buren.
Uh-huh.
That's the only one. Everyone else they brought out of the portal is for a specific purpose.
They all have a role.
And they all have a role. Like, I don't think Jamari Butler is going to be, like, I think the two big ones at that position are Peyton and Pyburn, but Jamari's not there for fun. Like, he's a legitimate edge rusher.
And if you look back to 2024 and you added Jamari Butler like starter.
Yeah.
And Don McKinley is buddy.
Oh, my gosh. The size they have in that room is impressive, man. And I said this the other day with my favorite part about that room is they have those monsters, and the guy coaching them the technique is somebody that had to know every single nuance of the position to be a 13-year NFL veteran.
I wish I was built like you, Don McKinley.
Like, do you understand what you could be if you listen to what I'm giving? If you soak in everything I'm teaching you, you could be the All-American,
You'd be a top 10 pick.
Yeah. I did it. Look at me now.
A 6th-round pick, and I played for 15 years.
And I think it's a win for them, and it's a win for Guillory and Bernard Good and the guys that aren't as big and physically imposed. They're not 6'5". They're the smaller guys, but they're also going to learn all those techniques that made Kyle Williams a decade-long veteran in the NFL as an undersized defensive tackle. So I think that
there's the reason the Bills never let him leave.
Right. I think from overarching taking from practice today,
Impressive.
they have the right guys coaching. They've got the right guys on the roster. I was very impressed with today's practice. I really was. And obviously, I think it's going to look different when you're playing against Clemson on the road on August 30th. It's not going to look as clean and crisp as it was today at all. I'm going to make sure I say that to the 100 and whatever of you listening. It's not going to look as crisp as what we sat and saw today. But, man, they did not shoot themselves in the foot. Ever. Did they make some mistakes here and there? Yeah, there was, Mansour bit on the little stutter step. Like, that's good on good. That's Nick Anderson.
Somebody has to win
making
at
the
some
play.
point.
Yes. Well, you heard Kenny Dillingham, who's he the coach of? Arizona State. He said, if y'all gonna practice like that, somebody's got to go 3-9. Somebody's got to go 6-6.
Every year.
Somebody has to have those records. Everyone can't win 10 games. So, those mistakes are going to happen. I just don't think LSU shot, at practice, they did not shoot themselves in the foot a lot, if at all. They did not make mistakes that were that detrimental to success. I didn't like when Van Buren just threw one up there he was sacked before that anyways. But I don't like that mistake.
PJ Woodland make a play.
Do what?
And you saw Woodland
but then
go
Woodland
make
makes
a play.
There's a positive with the negative.
Yeah, because you're watching the same team twice.
Right.
But, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was really good things that I saw today. I liked the special teams coaching.
That was the only time you saw, in the way that they're coaching these guys, it's so much different than last year where everybody's covering sweat, everybody's getting motherfucked, and it's I don't know what the fuck what are we all doing out here? And there's brother, you can't do that.
Yeah.
There was a punt that he, obviously, back in my day, you yelled, Peter, get away from it, don't touch the penis.
I think their name, they call it Shark.
Yeah, no, it's Shark. And it was brother, you got to say Shark. It's because it's going to hit somebody in the head. I got you.
He said, it's Shark, not, hey, Shark,
oh, my bad.
That's not what it is. And it was Philip Wright as a freshman.
But it was a great coaching moment.
It was a great coaching moment that we got to stand and see.
Because those are things that can happen if the camp's going poorly, where you freak the fuck out.
Yes.
And it's we're doing this again. Everybody's on edge. This felt very much I keep seeing plays being made, and I'm not mad about it. You do one little mistake, brother, we can't do that. And it's okay, got you.
Yeah.
It was
Thanks, Coach.
that means something to me.
Yes.
When we would watch LSU baseball at Omaha, it was very much hands on but hands off. They're going to figure it out.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
I don't have to yell.
This is a mature, tough, and together team. The comparisons between baseball and 24
it's weird.
And 25 to football and 25, it's eerie. Because there's a lot of similarity. You brought in
LSU coach, good coach.
You brought in the LSU baseball team. You brought in these transfers, and what was Anthony Einson and Daniel Dickinson and Chris Stanfield? What was their mindset?
Championship.
I'm coming here to win a national championship, coach.
And guess what they did?
And they won a national championship. What's Jack Pyburn and Barry Brown and Patrick Payton and
they didn't have to leave.
No, what's their mindset?
Championship.
They're going to win it. We came here to win a national championship, coach.
I think the only one you can make the argument that didn't necessarily come to LSU for a national championship would be Michael Van Buren.
He came for next year.
Well, he came to.
He saw an avenue. He's smart.
One transfer out of all of them. I think you could confidently.
good call. He could have stayed at Mississippi State.
And I'm sure he wouldn't mind winning a national championship.
I wouldn't mind getting a ring and get to learn, get to sit behind Nuss and learn. Walker Howard was.
And it's a great
the
contingency plan because he played 8 games in college football last year as a freshman. And if God forbid, but at least you have somebody we're not looking at. We put Juwan Johnson at quarterback for 55 plays.
Right.
Colin Hurley coming off of an off the field incident where it's I don't know how healthy you look great.
Right, looks good.
But that was we need somebody that can play if we need somebody to play. And that's what you got with Michael Van Buren.
Yeah, and Walker Howard talked about it the other day, he did an interview. He was like, my biggest blessing in this quarterback competition is I got to sit behind Jaden Daniels and Jackson Dart, 2 first-round picks, and learn the position. He was like, I'm taking that into this, and it's making everybody better. And so that's what Van Buren gets to. He gets to sit behind us and learn. Fonz, Noah, does this year at this time look better at this point than it did last year at this time? Yes.
Markedly.
The organization was good last year. That was our big winner last year. Our big point was okay, they're organized. They're in the right spots. They're doing the right things.
Nothing was, but there was points where it was ugly.
Right, but there also was points where it was they're in the right spot, but they're not making the play. Mansour didn't make the play today, but there was a screen play where there was 3 tight. It was 13 personnel. Durham went on a swing to the 3 tight ends on that side. Montour Delane crashed down, jumped up. I mean, I was impressed with how high he got up to try and tip the pass. Nussmeier got it right over his hand. It was good on good. Like that's the mindset I'm talking about, where it's like, hey, he's in the right place. Go make the play. That's not there to be made, but go make it happen. That's what I like. And so this year at this time compared to last year at this time, markedly better.
Yeah.
Markedly better. And look, we were there last year. We did that. You can go back and listen to the report. It's on another YouTube channel that won't be named, but it's there. You can watch it.
We have the archives.
And it was a very different energy than I feel today than I felt 1 year ago today.
Leaving that.
No, we were trying to find a way to be positive. It's like,
Right.
man, there's some stuff that is like, buddy.
But look, I was positive
It's
going
all
into
correct.
game one
What
last
did we
year.
say? It's like, all of this is fixable. All of this is correctable.
Yes.
There was not those moments today.
No, and I was positive going into last year, and rightfully so. I thought the defense going into game 1 was markedly improved last year, and they held a Lincoln Riley offense to 27 points.
10.5.
And I don't think the defense really had an overly bad game besides Alabama. And then I think the offense last season, like we saw, it looked good, but it was like, without Chris Hilton, like we watched fall camp with Chris Hilton there.
It was more of a struggle than what I just saw
down,
today.
And it kind of threw a wrench into everything. It really, like Hilton being hurt last year, really changed that offense. And like I'm telling you, if he stays healthy and he plays this season, the offense is markedly different with 3 on the field and with 3 not on the field.
But you also have bodies that can.
You do.
Like,
You do.
but it's not a.
It's not going to be the drop.
It's not an Amber
last year.
Alert
Yes.
of like sound the alarms, because that's what it was last year. Of like, geez, like I don't know if they have the bodies.
Right.
And then Kyle Parker goes down. It's
Right.
like, I don't think you have enough players on the team.
Yeah, no, it got sketchy there for a minute. H-Town Creole, how was the tackling? They didn't tackle today. Like it's there. It's just like you're just wrapping up. Like you're just kind of getting to the spot. So we don't really see the wrap up. Like that's another aspect of it. It's going to be different on August 30th than it is on August 2nd. Like it's you have to finish the tackle. They're in the right spot. It's there.
And
they're there.
And they're all fly. There's a huge emphasis on every 11 to the ball.
Yes.
That's something we really won't know until game time.
Yeah, because they're not going to do it.
At all. Like I mean, we can say like, oh, they made good tackles today, but we really won't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, we didn't see them wrap up and finish the tackle. That's something that you're going to see in 28 days.
It just felt like there was so much more learning going on last year,
Yes.
like in real time versus this year.
Well, I mean, because it was last year, it was Blake Baker teaching. Like, this is how you play
scheme.
defense. This is how
Sage.
we're going to play defense. Like, you think about the steps they had to go through. He literally had to teach them how to play defense because they weren't playing it in 23. That was not defense. That was just going on the field and having fun.
Well, yeah, they were going off of a scheme in which they're like, I'm not listening to my coach anymore.
Right. And so, like, now, last time they had to learn how to play defense, then they had to learn Blake Baker's defense, then they had to learn how to play Blake Baker's defense, and they had to learn the playbook, and this, that, and the other. Like, you don't have to worry about that this year. That part's not there. And so I'm very positive and impressed coming out of today. But, like, there's still a lot of time. I like that the team seems healthy. Like, the team is healthy right now in camp. It's only day 4, but there hasn't been any blunders right now besides Aaron Anderson sitting out, and I really think that's more precautionary than anything of just we know what we have, and number one, we don't need to push him to the limits. And so
I mean, the best, if you want to ask about, like, tackling in practice or whatever, like that, we're not going to see that, but what I will say is what I've said to Seville. If you want to see physicality, you saw it with the wide receiver DB room. Like, everything contested, everything to the ground, everything was fight for that inch. Everything was to the ground. Like, you saw guardian caps falling off whenever they hit the ground because, like, everybody's trying to make a play. And I think that if you want to see, like, the physicality's there.
Yes, and I think you saw that physicality a lot on the defensive front as well. Like, I think the defensive front won the day between those two groups. Like, especially pass rush, like, they dominated. They did. I thought the run blocking was impressive to me offensive line-wise, and I thought they did a serviceable enough job. But defensive line won the day. Like, I'm more impressed with
it could have been
the
worse.
offensive line with my expectations coming in and with what I saw.
Like, it's not a car wash.
My expectations are higher because of it. The defensive line still dominated the day. Like, that, they looked very, very good. And that is, to me, front 7 and wide receiver at LSU in 2025 are your two marquee
Quarterback.
groups. Well, yeah, obviously quarterback. Outside of Garrett Nussmeier.
Well, I'm not wrong.
Okay, yeah, nice.
But, like, wide receiver, you're rolling guys in there. 8 guys, 10 guys. Like, it's – and they're all talent. Defensive front, edge rusher, and D-tackle, very good. And then, obviously, linebacker. Like, you have Jaden Breaker today.
Yeah.
College-ready build. Fast as lightning. Got a sack. Got a sack today.
Is he playing day one?
No. I thought Perk looked good. West and Whitweeks looked excellent. Devon Keys looked really good. Tylen Singleton looked good as well. Like, that group is really good. CJ Jim Collie, like I said, he came in as a safety. He's kind of like Jamal Adams, where is he a safety? Is he a linebacker? Yeah, blitz boy. Like, but he's like
physically wants to play in the box.
I was like, brother, that is a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big old. And then from an injury standpoint, seeing Perk and Witt out there, they look healthy as ever. Like, they didn't lose a step at all.
The Perk looked 100%.
Yes, and Witt looked 100%.
I'm pretty impressed with old West.
No, I mean, Blake Baker came in.
He tries hard.
Yes, when he came in, he was like, I don't get why West wasn't on the field more.
Mm-hmm. And then you saw it in Baylor. Like,
yeah.
It could have been an inspired ball because my brother just got hurt. And it's like, all right, I'm going to go. Like, now I'll want to kill. But, like, yeah, I've been one that's been skeptical of the West pumping so far, but then to see him out there, like, I get it.
Yeah. No, I agree. H-Town, that's a first because the D-line haven't dominated the O-line since Brian Kelly's first season. Yeah, no, they haven't. It's never been – offensive line has dominated year in, year out in fall camp.
Yeah, the D-tackle room is gross.
It's an embarrassment of riches in the defensive tackle. Like, that's a big-time room. It really is.
Oh,
like,
you want a hockey change Dom McKinley on 3rd and 8, like, fresh?
What?
He is.
Stop. Cut this out. Like, as much as the LSU
That's a
offensive
5-star.
line, the LSU offensive line is going to have their hands full against Clemson. Clemson's offensive line has some high expectations. They're going to have their hands full. Like, I'm not like it. The defensive front at LSU is going to get after that Clemson offensive line. Who wins? We'll see. I would put my money on LSU's defensive line right now because they look legit. Like Bernard Gooden, Sadir Mitchell, Jacobian Guillory, Don McKinley, Ahmad Bro, Patrick Payton, Gabe Relaford, Jack Pyburn, Jamari Butler, Kalaj Cobbins, Harold Perkins, like, coach.
If you had to pick one from each side, most impressive that you saw today.
Offense and defense. Defense, I'm going to say Patrick Payton. Bernard Gooden was really, really impressive. Patrick Payton, to me,
clears.
Like, you brought him in to be that guy. And so I would say him. And then offensively, I would say Caden Durham.
Me too.
Maybe, and Weston Davis is second. I thought he really imposed his will and announced, like, I'm on this starting 5. And then, defensively, if I did 2 and 2, Durham and Davis, Gooden and Payton would be mine. So, I really think it could. It was. I'm very impressed with what I saw today. Like, I don't want to overblow it too much. I'm going to look at what some of our friends on Twitter are saying.
Super chat.
I would be shocked to see anything different than what we were saying.
Our reliable sources on Twitter. Let's go to John Eads first. Let's see what Big Eads is putting out there as he crushed yesterday. He said, LSU fall camp observations. Aaron Anderson did not practice but attended. Kyle Parker, Barian Brown, Xavier Thomas, Philly Wright at punt return. Perk worked with the edges today and was disruptive in the team drills. Yes, he was. Cole Neckles got reps at first-team left guard. He sure did, and he played second-team right guard. Freshman Brett Bordelon worked at center with the third team. P.J. Woodland, great day in coverage. Mm-hmm. Sure did. Gabe Relaford, 2 sacks in a team period. Telling you that defensive front.
Gabe Relaford's going to be a problem.
Jawan Johnson got touches at running back with the 2s and the 1s. Mostly the 2s. Bo Bordelon repped at right tackle with the 2s. A.J. Halsey, good day with a few run stops and PBUs. He's legitimate. Jaden Breaker, sack in team period. College-ready frame, 6'3", 220. Overall, the defensive front dominated the offense today. Like we said, like that group won the day, but I was impressed with what I saw from the offense, especially the offensive line. Like, I was impressed. Let's see who else. Let's see what Big G, Glenn West, had to say, which he gave me an earful. We were walking up the steps on Thursday. He said, hey, let's pick up the pace, Tingle. I was like, well, sorry, Glenn. It's tough for you to walk one step at a time.
Yeah,
he said it really is. He was like, I want to go 2 steps.
Wait, you were going up the stairs?
I was going up the stairs.
Oh, he's probably
skipping
skipping like 3 steps.
I was in front of him, so I didn't give him the opportunity because I got short legs.
Yeah.
It's like, not everybody's 6'10", Glenn. I love you.
God,
Day
he would have hated me on campus.
Day 4 practice notes from Glenn West. Third straight practice, Aaron Anderson missed. Whit Weeks was out there. Didn't go through contact/teamwork. He did do individual drills. Braylon Moore, Weston Davis, really nice moments. Defensive line continues to impress.
Braylon Moore could have been a pick, too, for offense.
Yeah, he looks good. And the connection between him and Nussmeier cannot be understated. Like, the snaps are clean. Like, Nussmeier has not kind of, stumbled. Like, it's very routine and smooth. I'm trying to think of who else was out there today that would be putting out some practice notes. Trying to see. But I really thought it was a good day. It was a good day today. I'm impressed. Like I said, overall positive coming out of practice today.
And Brian Turner with the $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. What will really demoralize Clemson if LSU shocks were to actually whoops Clemson on both sides of the line of scrimmage? Nobody thinks it can happen. I don't know if they'll whip anybody.
But
what you saw today was good on good.
Yes.
Like that, I don't think there's a marketed drop off from what LSU is putting out there versus what Clemson has to offer.
No, I don't think so either. I think the defensive line
that's why I'd come away impressed.
for Clemson is getting the pub, but I'm telling you, LSU's defensive line is not.
That will be the
to
shocking.
bash your eyes at.
Yeah, that will be like holy shit.
Now I do think the Clemson offensive line should be much better than LSU's offensive line, just from the fact that they're returning guys. And so that's going to play a factor. But if LSU wins the line of scrimmage in that game, they would, in my opinion, win big. Like, if LSU wins am I incorrect, Lloyd? Like, if LSU wins the trenches in that game, the battle of the line of scrimmage on both sides, they win the game by a large margin. Like, I don't think if LSU wins that, then it's just this, it's this chippy, gritty game. Like, if LSU dominates the line of scrimmage, because they shouldn't, like, looking at it right now on paper, they shouldn't. If they do, it's going to be big time. So I think that defensive line will definitely.
Whenever you hear whoever's in the booth, I think they'll by the second, third, fourth quarter, they'll be like, this LSU defensive line is real. Like, I think they'll be surprised, like, markedly have to change their tone as to what LSU is putting on the field because they'll be like, oh, man, I didn't know that they had it like this.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think they're going to surprise a lot of people.
Yep, I do too.
I really do think they will.
Me.
They won't surprise the viewers, though, because we're giving them the information.
There you go. Good job, Christian.
Yes.
Cajun curveball. Shuck and Hainer are garbage. Saints defense looks great. His defense is making a comeback in Louisiana. We're going back to the 2000s and 2010s.
Can we not? I'm done watching Saints preseason.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, I mean, you poor you. You actually care.
And the reason why is because when the Saints had Drew Brees as their quarterback, they'd go 1-3 in the preseason, 2-2, 0-4. When they had Derek Carr, they went 3-1, 2-2, 4-0. Like, I'm done. I'm not watching preseason. I'm done. And honestly, week 1 is going to be a struggle bus to watch too.
Who do they play?
Hungover from the LSU game, and then
what is week 1 for the NFL?
Week after Labor Day.
I know. Who do they play?
So it's the next week. It's not.
Who do they play? Nah, good question.
Arizona, I think.
Yeah,
and it would be the Sunday after LSU plays Southeastern.
They'll put that Saints defense.
Saints
defense will be real.
Yeah, I mean,
they made a great hire.
I think the defense is going to be good.
Well, they did lose Honey Badgers, so.
Yeah, well, I think he walked out there. It was hot, and he said, "I don't have to do this shit anymore." After watching Tyler Shuck fucking throw it into the ground,
it's hot.
Or not be able to complete a pass on 7-on-7, not 7-on-7 against the air. There's no pass rush, and he somehow managed to not throw the ball twice.
Yep.
When he's like, "Let me break contain against a pass rush that's not there."
Yeah.
Like they're gonna suck.
Good.
You know who doesn't suck is LSU in EA College Football 2026.
No, that's what I'm about to go play.
I'm about to go home.
With my pants off.
I'm 9-1 online right now.
That's pretty impressive. I don't play online.
No, solely off of the fact that it's LSU. I don't pride myself as someone that's good at this game. Like,
it's hard.
I'm not saying that I'm a good. Like, I'm not doing formations and making substitutions and reading defenses. Like, I'm just playing, brother.
Well, you know what you are reading.
Well, you know
Brandon Brown one-on-one
One thing
press.
I'm looking for every time when I'm on offense is if number 6 on the wide side of my field is being press covered and there's a single high safety.
Touchdown.
Coach, that is 6 every time.
They haven't
6 for
patched
6.
that? That has been an issue in EA football games for like 8 years.
Well, just don't let that happen. Don't put yourself in that situation.
No, I understand, but in real life, that it doesn't happen to that extent.
Bro, I'm going to show you one of these clips. The release on Berrien Brown looked like Usain Bolt. It was literally, he's at the 50.
Fix that game. I love Berrien Brown doing it and all, but dude, that has been an issue on EA for. Oh gosh, Tyreek Hill gives me PTSD.
But like the one I posted on Instagram that one was big, but it was the one after that one. The guy had just marched down the field and scored a touchdown to tie the game up. And then I was like, okay, it's 28-28. I thought he was going to run the clock out and tie it up, and he didn't. And then it was 30 seconds left, and he press covered Berrien Brown. Sorry about it, brother. So. Let's see what else we got. Cheetah Turner, Nola P, do you know LSU 2022 best so far? Yeah, I mean, that's the best defense that LSU's had so far. H-Town, I still feel Keys will be starting in the middle next to Witt. I think so as well. But West looks really good.
It's just going to be such a – you'll see a lot of numbers.
Mix it up.
Yeah, they have the ability to mix it up.
They have the ability to mix it up, which is the main takeaway from the transfer portal guys. Like, they've added really good top-end talent. But – they still can't. Like, it's not like they were replacing missing guys. They upgraded the room, and now the guys that were going to be your starters, like Javian Toviano, Jordan Gilbert, Deshaun Spears,
Singleton,
Tylen Singleton,
Keys.
Devon, like all these guys that were going to be Jacobian Guillory, Dominic McKinley, Ahmad Bro, Gabe Rutherford, Kalaj Commons, guys that were going to play a whole lot. PJ Woodland, Ashton Stamps are still going to play a whole lot. It's just now you also have.
You don't have to please play well for 100 plays.
You're not putting all the chips on these
unproven guys.
Right. So I'm excited, man. I left practice today more excited than I was going into it.
Yeah, and for the Saints LSU conversation, I'm glad that people agree with what we all kind of went through. You used to watch LSU football on Saturday for your defense, and you turn on the Saints on Sunday for your offense. It's like, yeah, if they could have, there was a real moment in my brain. It's like, if they could put this two together, it would be awesome. Yes. Like, this is a great team.
No, I mean, 2011.
Yeah.
Like, if you put the Saints offense with the LSU defense.
Like, Sean Payton didn't have a fucking second to go over there on Saturday and be like, this is what y'all should do.
And that was when LSU would win openers like it was clockwork.
Yeah, those were fun.
Man.
It's a good time, man.
Actually, they weren't. After Oregon.
That was
they all got all mucked up after that, like the Wisconsin game, the TCU game. Like, they weren't fun technically, but you won.
TCU.
But this is the biggest one since Oregon. Like game one. This is the biggest one since that game. What that Oregon?
Well,
game
USC was built like that.
Well, it kind of feels like
last year.
Yeah, I think.
No, I'm saying like it was billed as a big game. This is going to be two top.
This could be
teams.
as big of a statement as the Oregon game was in 2011.
Well, I'm just saying from preseason expectations.
Virginia Tech's the best one.
LSU and Oregon were both top 5 teams.
Right.
LSU and Clemson are going to both be top 6 teams.
Well, that's what I'm saying. After you walk away from that game, if LSU does what they did to Oregon, you'll be like, oh, fuck.
They'll be number 1 after that. I think whoever wins this game
top 3.
Texas and Ohio State will be there, but they'll be top 3.
They'll make a move.
Whoever wins those 2 games are going to be the 2 top teams.
Yeah, it'll either be Ohio State or Texas or LSU or Clemson is 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But it ain't no being 18.
No.
LSU could fucking make a statement.
And I
feel different about it than I did yesterday.
I think even if you lose, you don't drop out of the top 10.
No, if it's competitive and if Clemson beats you, then Clemson's like okay, it's not going to be the same feeling as
USC.
I mean, we had to walk away from UCLA. It's like maybe they're good. You're like, no, LSU is fucking dog water.
We walked away from Mississippi State thinking,
that was the worst one ever.
They figured something out with Mike Leach, and then guess what happened next game?
You know who didn't figure something out against Mike Leach? Is Bo Pelini.
Yeah, Arkansas decided, you know what we're going to do? We're going to drop 8, brother. We're going to rush 3 every play. And where's your air raid now?
You know how fucking ignorant that is of Bo Pelini to know what Mike Leach is going to do when he has a 2x2 note card with the same play on it? Be like, you know what we should do is man coverage. Like, you know why Mike Leach has never won a national championship? Because everybody drops 8 against him.
Rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
Yeah, I love the Pirate.
They're made for throwing.
They're made to 4th and 1.
We appreciate you guys.
Could have used that idea against Florida State.
Yeah.
Or USC.
We appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all joining us on the day off on the Saturday.
22 viewers.
That's because you're here, brother.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You're built for throwing.
Welcome back, because he is built for tossing.
Mm-hmm.
I can toss you somewhere.
Grab me by my right here. Grab me by my collar.
Oh,
Me and Lloyd thought you better.
no, it says right here you can.
No, it says right here. It's
On
not-
mine.
Like the midgets in Wolf of Wall Street.
Have you watched the show, you dumb fuck?
Did you see Dave Aranda's presser?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Made for throwing.
I forgot about it though.
How? It lives forever steeped in my
I
memory.
saw it, but I forgot about it.
Appreciate
I
you
showed it to
guys.
Jonathan off air, and he was like, "I'm glad you do this."
Hey,
whole show
that
'cause
was a Mike Leach idea. Rest in peace.
Yes, that's
He got it from the movie.
It's literally what we're talking
Yes.
about right
All right,
now.
Yes.
all right. I'm mad you're here again.
He's back.
Yeah, fuck you.
Also, you completely screwed the presser the other day.
How? Dude, it's got to be on my laptop.
Dude,
there's no way.
There's no way. There's a way.
Yeah, clearly, clearly there is a way because but there is no
the
way.
clip you had that said Whit Weeks and Harold Perkins
Was
being
14
on the field
minutes long.
Was an 11-minute long clip.
What?
Yes.
So
And then
please
you
just
had two clips. The Tyree Adams clip and the offensive line clip were 4 minutes and 3 minutes. And I was like, I watched this press conference.
he didn't talk about
None
that
of
for
these answers
11
are longer
minutes.
than
Not that long. No.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I
went
know.
back and fixed them. But I'm gonna pull control panel up right now. Let you look at
I guess this is why they teach you to revise and edit in grammar school.
it. Grammar school.
Go back and look at your work.
Look.
Check
I'm
your
gonna
work
pull it up for you
before
right
Check
now.
before you
Test.
send.
Pull it up for you right now so you can look at it live. Let's see.
This can wait. Okay, my fault, guys.
Okay. Oh, I forgot. I deleted them. I deleted.
Yeah,
your
that's how
mistakes.
bad they were.
I removed.
Hey, I
Your
did.
work
mistakes.
literally didn't count.
I cut the entire.
You wasted
thing
your
down.
time.
But
No, there were some good clips in there. Y'all should have used them.
did you watch the program or Eddie?
Program? What? The what?
Get out of here.
Oh, the Netflix thing.
Mhm,
What are you
sure.
talking about?
He doesn't watch the show.
hasn't watched the
No, I don't. I can't. I'm working.
Well,
Show the people
you'll be
your
here
hands.
Monday. You'll be here Monday morning.
Do we have fall camp Monday morning?
Probably.
I like how you.
Every day we have fall camp, I'll be here. Other than that, I kind of have to go to work. I need to make more money.
So when
before I
does
come
that
back.
job stop?
now.
The 15th.
Of August.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So
Sure.
that'll be the official day you return.
What is your job? What are you doing?
I do maintenance for a.
That's what you want to do
retreat
with your
center.
life?
No, dude, it's just good pay for right now. Okay. It's made me some good money. I can, come to school and not have to worry.
You don't even
about,
have. You don't have a girlfriend. You don't have anything to spend it on. OnlyFans. You gross boy.
I mean, I do have to pay for gas now, actually.
Oh, shout out Tom Granning.
Shout out Tommy
Tom, hello. No, I'm kidding.
Seduce
G.
an
He's trying
older
to
man.
seduce Tom.
No, right. He's better looking.
Oh,
Wow.
who makes a better
Don't-
sandwich?
Tom, I hope you don't hear this. Turkey Tom.
Turkey Tom.
I went
Tom
to,
does make a better
I
sandwich.
went to the Chimes last night, and I got a New Orleans style barbecue shrimp po' boy.
Not the same.
It has
That thing
nothing
was
on
smacking.
Chimes is good. It was good.
No, I'm
The one
talking
from
about
Wardo's is unbelievable.
when they started making it. We're like, fuck, I should have gotten that.
It was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
And usually I'm a fried shrimp po' boy guy, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the New Orleans style barbecue.
Well, because
Tom told me to.
and right, we're both like the barbecue.
And so I tried it. It was
place.
great. So I was like, you know what? Last night Chimes was like, instead of getting the fried shrimp po' boy, I'm gonna do the New Orleans style barbecue because I'm like, why not? Because that one was so good.
Not the same.
Not the same at all. Wardo's, man. I'm telling y'all, go.
I want a Turkey Tom so bad.
Yes. Ask Lloyd if he liked the Wetlands golf course.
I want the Junkin.
What? How do you know about that?
Chase Max.
I love the wetlands. Go on Wednesday. Sometimes you don't even have to pay.
Where's that at?
Lafayette.
Oh, thought that was Florida.
Wetlands is a great deal on Wednesday. They used to do like $2 blue moons, and you could just go get smacked up.
I'm a big Clark guy. J.S. Clark.
No, Wetlands is always in good shape
You know why I go to Clark?
because you can quit.
It's 9 holes, baby.
Can't do 18.
Ew.
I agree.
I'm not an 18-hole guy.
I'm a 36 kind of guy.
There you have fun with
I'm a
that.
2-hole kind
I think
of guy.
if I drank, I'd be an 18-hole guy. But
Jay Smacks, I met you, brother. When I play golf, I'm either drinking or
you're
on
either
mushrooms.
J Smacks.
Yeah, Jay Smacks. Let's go. Oh, I remember you. Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
Yes. You was feeling it.
Thank
for
you,
sure.
dude. It's so funny when that happens, and my buddy was like, "Oh fuck!" Like people want to come talk to you. It's like, we hate you.
I know.
And I'm like,
People
"Ah,
hate
Jay
when
Smacks
people are
is
with me.
cool."
They hate it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, here we go.
Uh-huh.
I was like, no, this was funny. Because sometimes I'll like, so I was talking to this girl one time, and I gas it up sometimes. I'm like, well, people ask for my autograph all the time, like they want to see me. Me and her were walking through Dick's Sporting Goods. This was like one of the first 3 times we hung out. And we're walking through Dick's Sporting Goods on the day of the Oklahoma game last year. And this guy comes up and goes, Noah. And I was like, what's up, bro? He asked for a picture. She took a picture of me and this guy. I was like, I told you.
I could attest to this as well because whenever I got recognized in Omaha, Noah and Lloyd started immediately hating.
Don't give him attention. Somebody commented about you on the chat. No, on the YouTube video.
Yes.
Like, y'all stop putting him down. I was like, no, I'm going to put him down further.
Brother,
let Artman Hall know that you do not take it to heart when we mess with you.
Artman Hall. It's just the dynamic, man. It's like, this doesn't affect me mentally. This is fun.
It's making you stronger.
I do it back to them, usually off camera because it's kind of hard to do it on camera, but...
I know, we put you in a pretzel.
But no, I mean, it's all jokes. It's funny, so I enjoy being picked on sometimes.
Well, and I think people don't understand the dynamics that we're actually friends. Like,
Yeah.
we talk to each other consistently.
Yeah, I don't really look at y'all as coworkers, so...
Well, I'm your boss, that's why.
Does that make you not a coworker? Is that how that works?
Do you think
we're not
that,
really coworkers,
like,
I'm your boss.
No.
do you think the custodian talks to Don Draper the same way that Don Draper talks to the custodian?
Who's Don Draper?
Mad Men?
Why did you expect him to know that?
Yeah.
He doesn't know anything.
Yeah, I don't know why you expect him to know it.
Yeah, I don't know that.
All right, I'm hungry. Let's go eat.
Yeah, I am too.
Are you good at golf, Lloyd? Jace Max asks. Yes, Lloyd is good at golf.
Yep. Thank you.
I'm not, but that's okay. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back Monday morning, 7 to 9 a.m.
Went to the old golf suites yesterday.
We'll probably just say the same thing we said today. So
Drop
if
it
you
in
want to
the
hear
slot.
it again, we'll play it again. So 7 to 9 a.m. on Monday morning. We'll see you then. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Randy, dude, appreciate it, because Kinfolk does put a lot of work into the movie reviews for
He
some
does.
reason.
He
More
does.
than the show.
Yes.
At any point.
Yeah,
but
I don't think he's ever gotten in the document ever.
And he doesn't, but he's nervous about putting stuff in there.
I told him put it.
That's what he's
that's
like-
the point of the document.
Yeah,
like
dude.
2 claps. I don't like the way 2 claps is gone because it's supposed to be everybody puts their things in.
I'll get in there, but then what
know.
you would put in, like what you've already put in there is like, oh, fuck, I was going to put that.
I'll make an effort to put in 2
Yeah,
claps
everyone should have
when I
their
get it
own
back.
2 claps to say, especially
Yeah.
on
That's what I
Mondays.
want it to be also.
Mondays should be a big 2 clap day.
But I could also ruin the segment with my 2 claps.
You could.
Big 2 clap day.
Yeah, go to the doctor.
Today's a big 2 clap day. Can't wait to say that on Monday.
That's your 2 claps? I
Yeah,
bet
but
you
2
only
claps
get...
for me coming back. Ready?
Ready.
Man.
You're out to lunch.
You're out to lunch. All right, we'll see y'all Monday morning, 7 to 9. Later.
The program.
Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9, it's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip.
With them RPMs.